Welcome. We are going to be talking about bulk importing our Touchplan tickets. So the first thing you're going to do is go to West Coast Master Documents, Master Forms and Processes, Process Documents, Touchplan, Excel Macro Workbooks. And here's two different workbooks that can do this. We're going to focus on the P6, and there also is a generic one, and we'll cover that in another video. So let's get started. Let's double click on this to open it up. Now, the main thing is you probably are going to get a warning up here that says you need to enable the content because it's a macro workbook. You're going to want to hit enable, and then another item is going to pop up, and you're going to want to say yes, make this a trusted workbook. So you'll see a screen that looks like this, and we're going to maximize this. We are going to set what role we're going to be creating these tickets for. We're going to do lighting. You can set these later if you have individual ones, but I recommend doing everything kind of in bulk. So we're going to do lighting, and then what we are going to do is we are going to go into our P6, and here I have our P6. I already filtered everything out. I'm going to click and drag from column A1 all the way over to J and just grab everything there. Left click, copy it. Now you can grab more, but you want to make sure you have the activity ID, the activity name, a start and a finish. So that's the bare minimum requirements. So we're going to minimize this. We're going to go to our Touchplan ticket creator sheet. We're going to right click, and then we're going to paste the values. Now we're going to click on prepare the data. And now what this is asking is it wants all the different ticket types. So what we can do is we can just start saying, okay, these are task. All of these are task. This one, let's say this is a task. This one's a milestone. This one's a constraint. And then this one's also a task. And let's have a couple more milestones. So there we go. Now what we're going to do is go back to the control panel. We are going to click on show required fields for tickets. Now, everything in green is a required field. You have to have it. Anything in yellow is optional, but I highly recommend it. So we're going to turn everything to the high bay. So now we're going to, the ticket position, that's asking, do you want this to the left of the activity line, or do you want it to the right? Poll is to the right, active is to the left. We want everything to the right for this specific example. If you do active, please make sure you have a start date. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time. The duration of the task, how long is this going to take? Well, let's say it's going to take 20 hours, so that's 2 days. This is also going to take 2 days, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, and 2. And then what's the crew size? Well, I don't really want to have a crew size at the moment. I'm not sure. So I'm just going to set it to 0. And 0 is a perfectly acceptable answer for this. So now we have the constraint that's left, and it says request member email. So I am going to say this is me. I'm going to scroll over here just a little bit, and we're going to assign this to, let's assign this to Kyle. And then you're going to need a need by date. When do you need this? Let's say we absolutely need this. We need this constraint done by 8/30/2022. And let's say we're planning on finishing it on 8/29/2022. Now, let's say you forget something. Let's say we forget this one crew size. what we're going to do is we're going to go export this ticket workbook. It's going to say, hey, you're not done. And it's going to take you right to that location where you need to fix. So we're going to change that back to 0. So there's built-in error handling, which is very nice. Now we can export the ticket workbook now that everything's been filled out. And I am just going to save this to my desktop right here in Touchplan Export Example. And you'll notice that it has Touchplan tickets 8/12/2022. That's the day this is being recorded. So it'll change for you. If you do more than one of these though, you might need to change the date or save it in a different location. So we're going to save that. And now this is what it's going to look like. This is what Touchplan can actively see and read. So what we're going to do is we're just going to close out of that. And let's say everything's good. It's just how we want it. We can reset this TPTC sheet. Just reset it and we're good to go. Now, normally I'd recommend going and doing the import first before you do the reset, but I'm feeling lucky today. So let's just go with that. Anyway, this is now pretty much ready for the next user. You can put this back to set later if you want, but now it's ready for the next user. Now we're going to go to Chrome and we're going to go to Touchplan. And then we're going to go to, for this example, we're going to do this in the Quality Plus services. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click on these 3 dots here. And there's import tickets. Cool. And then what we are going to do is we're going to click here for ticket data file. And we are going to go find where we saved that information. Here it is right here. I'm going to open that. And it's going to think about it. And sometimes it's pretty quick and sometimes it can be a little slow. I think it just depends on the server. But everything was successful. That's awesome. So see, it paid off. I didn't have to go eat my words. So here we go. And here it is right here, 8/12. And it has the time that this was imported, everything. So we can click on that. And here we are. Everything is to the right of the active line. Perfect. That's just what we wanted. Now, let's say we want to move this somewhere. So we're going to click and hold until it turns to that symbol, and then we can drag this down, highlight all of these, and there we go. Now we can copy to the clipboard. So see, clipboard, everything was copied. Awesome. We can click on this T here to go back a level. And let's say we want to put it in the sandbox. All right. So now here we are, clipboard. And there's some different settings you can change with the clipboard. But check out the Touchplan videos and it explains it a little bit more. So then what you can do is you can click and drag all of these tickets and you can put them right just like that. And that is pretty much that. If you have any questions, please let Ben or Kyle know. And oh, before you go, let me show you really quick. Now that we have everything imported, there we go. I'm sorry, go back one level. Here we have this imported. We want to get rid of this. We're just going to edit it. And we're just going to, so see, this is the imported tickets, and delete it. Yes, for sure. We don't need that anymore. It just takes up space and can be confusing for other people. So now I'm done for real. If you really do have any questions, please contact Ben or Kyle. Thank you so much for watching, and take care. Bye for now.